Hey guys, it's Hey Dude. I guess I wanted to come back on here and talk about, I guess, one of my favorite, in my opinion, favorite Spider-Man villains, Max Dillon, aka Electro. I guess mostly from Insomniac's Spider-Man or something. You know, since 7 years since I actually first played the game, I love his design. I know there's like concept art for it, and it's like most of the designs, they kind of look a little bit gangster or a little, I guess, thug or criminal like, but again, like, someone looks sort of like, you know, what they actually went with, but like, I guess I had to look it up to really see how they came up with it, but I guess the design was like modernized, you know, combined most of the elements from, you know, his comic book history and new backstory centered on his time at the Rat prison. I'm like, huh, that kind of makes somewhat a little bit of sense. Not to mention, I guess the design was like created by Insomniac's art team and involved all the three key elements: a aired mask, Insomniac's updated Class A pointed mask or something. But I guess the high voltage harness was created by Dr. Otto Octavius or something, but given to him by Dr. Otto Octavius, or I guess Dr. Octopus, which makes sense given, you know, he works with him or for him. But I'll admit, what they went with was so fucking awesome. Like, it was like the coolest designs I've ever seen of a fucking Spider-Man villain. It's just like, again, like, I just like how on his face it just kind of makes it look like his mask a little bit, because it's like, it looks like there's lightning flowing through his face or something. But the coolest thing about Electro in the first Spider-Man game, and I had no idea until I found this out, but Josh Keaton literally, I guess, motion captured and voiced the character, and I was like, I'm sorry, hold up, Josh Keaton from The Spectacular Spider-Man? I'm like, I had no fucking clue. I'm like, the dude honestly is, in my opinion, like a masterclass when it comes to, like, you know, cartoon, I guess, maybe video game voice acting, but I've never really played any video games with him actually voicing a character, but I guess I have, and again, why not think about it? But I honestly like him as Spectacular Spider-Man. Like, the dude on his YouTube channel is even, like, acted out some, you know, parts from, like, issues of actual The Amazing Spider-Man comic books, even the one where I guess he's literally giving a flower to Uncle Ben at his grave, and just not to mention the one where he like I guess recreated the part from the comic book of Spider-Man Blue. I think it's like after Gwen Stacy's death. Now, like, that one, kind of talking about it, made me tear up a little bit. I'm like, remind me again why this dude only got 2 seasons of the Spectacular Spider-Man. I'm like, they should have made it a third fucking season. But again, like, honestly, I had to look it up because I didn't know if Max Dillon's origin was literally, you know, anything different than what they did previously in the past or something. But I guess it's just basically fell in the vat of electrical eels or something. And yeah, I'm like, they basically just did the same thing that the Amazing Spider-Man 2 did, you know, when Jamie Foxx played him. Or I don't know. But yeah, honestly, I don't think Jamie Foxx is really that bad of an Electro, though, in my opinion. But it's honestly terrible how much fucking pain Max Dillon, you know, end up suffering through in the comics. But it's like, again, I don't know how the hell this dude falling into a vat of eels after that. I'm like, how the hell did he not die? But it's like, the one thing, I don't know, I guess I was a little iffy about was like Craven killing off the majority of Spider-Man's villains. Maybe I mentioned this a while back in one of my videos. But I'm like, okay, why do they have to kill off Electro, Rhino, I'm not to mention Scorpion. I mean, like, This dude single-handedly, even when he fucking just stabbed him with his goddamn scorpion tail, he pulled it right out and stabbed him right back with him and then killed him. I'm like, bro, this dude's wearing armor, yet he ended up killing him with it. I'm like, bro, it goes to show how fucking strong Kraven the Hunter was. But the one thing I do like in the first game is how they really showcased how powerful of a villain Max Dillon was as Electro. I'm like, this dude was like the living embodiment of fucking like electricity. He's like kind of like Livewire, or I think he was like the living. But yeah, like I think Livewire, he was like a villain in Iron Man Armored Adventures. But again, like even while he's literally fighting the Vulture as well, I'm like, damn, it's like. I don't understand how, some of Spider-Man's most iconic villains could get killed by a dude with fucking enhancement serum while he was really dying from cancer. I'm like, I don't know. It's like they kind of, in a way, they kind of screw people while putting that in the game, in my opinion, but I don't know. But, again, like, in my opinion, the one thing I think is cool, or I guess kind of sympathetic in my opinion, is like how almost every version of Max Dillon, aka Electro, he always suffered getting treated like an outcast, or some weird oddball type guy that nobody really liked or cared about other than themselves, or they only cared about a certain group of people. But when it came to him, they were just like, he's just a weirdo from high school, who fucking cares? I'm like, I don't know, in some way, I kind of feel bad for him, because, like, in a way, he's kind of like Peter Parker, but it's like, he never really got out of the weirdo kind of phase, which, I don't know, in my opinion, that's just bullshit, to be honest. But I guess that's it today for me, talking about Max Dillon, aka Electro. I guess it's maybe part 1 of me talking about him. I might do maybe a part 2 and 3 to this, maybe, if I decide to or get a chance. So I guess leave a comment down below if you guys want to. Subscribe, share. I'll see all you guys later. Peace out.